Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Friday night, back again with another video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet, and tap that bell to turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. That's it. And YouTube can somehow, some way send my videos to you, and you'll be notified when I go live and do my videos and all that other good stuff. And you can leave your comments and your questions and all that other good stuff in the comments field, and most importantly, subscribe. So that's all you got to do. So easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 4th of July weekend. It's now July 4th here in the Northeast, as it's 1 o'clock here in the Northeast. So 4th of July is here. Big weekend for a lot of people. Well, not really. Well, I know a lot of people gonna have freaking parties for July 4th. And I have a lot of people, because they're fucking idiots. So people are gonna be going to the stores buying hot dogs and hamburger meat and all, ice, beer, just anything for a 4th of July party, because this weekend's all about 4th of July. Just, like I said, it's going to be safe. People are going to not wear masks. Going to be a lot of people, large gatherings, because they're fucking idiots. But if you're having a party, invite me. No, I'm just kidding. If you're having a party, just be safe. Wear a mask. Social distance, so we don't have more fucking cases in this fucking country and more places spiking. God forbid, Just New York's supposed to start phase 3 on Monday. Hopefully, it happens. But we'll have to see over the next 2 days. And then, I'm going down to Florida. Yeah, I'm going down. I'm going down to hopefully not get the virus. That's all I gotta say about that. But I'm gonna go get tested, hopefully before, maybe after. So mostly after when I come back. I think I might go before. I'm not sure. I think the Friday before we go might get tested, and like 2 days later we'll be in Florida. Find out. To find out if we're good or not. That's all I guess. So we're not gonna stay there for too long. We're gonna stay there about 6 days, and then we're gonna come back, and then get tested, because I gotta do it for my job. So I gotta stay away from my job for 7 days, or supposedly 7 days, because I don't want to lose out on money that you wish you had. And that's all I gotta say about that. So it's just gonna be a really pain in the ass weekend, and next week's gonna be bad. I got a lot of hours to work, long hours, which fucking sucks. But I'm gonna somehow get through it, and then hopefully nothing happens in Florida but this weekend and next week. They don't close down, they don't lock down or anything like that. I can actually go on my vacation, so I don't have to get my money back, even though I don't know if I can get my money back. But I should get my money back if I don't go. Then I can go maybe in August to Atlantic City, because Atlantic City's open. I can change my dates and just work something out. Maybe I'll just take the 6 days off anyway. That'll be my vacation now. Just stay home for 6 days and at least be safe. And I don't have to quarantine. But, I want to go away, so that's all I got to say about that. So just pray for me that I come back safe from Florida in a little over a week when I come back. And that's all I got to say about that. So, all right, enough about that bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, on this late Friday night, or July the 3rd, 2020, or if you're watching from somewhere else, it's the 4th of July, 2020. around the world. It is time for your late night Smackdown review for July the 3rd, 2020, from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. All right, Smackdown tonight wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Tonight we had the Swamp. We're gonna talk about the Swamp match between Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, maybe go in depth with it or something like that. And then we got Bayley and Sasha once again, and also we got a toast to Jeff Hardy by Sheamus fella to end the show. And it kind of didn't go the way Sheamus wanted it to. And that's pretty much it. Then we had a couple matches, not big matches. That's basically it. Nothing really fancy. Not that much storyline progression. Extreme Rules is now well, actually, it's going to be it's 2 weeks away. So we got a lot of things going. We got maybe more matches announced and other things happening. And that's pretty much it. All right, we got my good friend Javier Alejandro Ponce. I keep saying Pritchard is doing things wrong as creative, and I don't know what's better, New Day than retaining the titles or Cesaro and Nakamura champions. Well, Bruce is doing a pretty good job as executive director of Raw and SmackDown. Some of the shows have been pretty decent. I mean, Raw kind of sucked this week, but SmackDown was actually pretty decent. Creative, well, not creative-wise, but still was a pretty good show. And you talk about the New Day, and Cesaro and Nakamura. Probably be a match at Extreme Rules for the tag belts, and I really don't want to see the New Day retain. How long are the New Day gonna be champions? Really? They're the only tag team there, besides Miz and Morrison, and Shinsuke and Cesaro. That's it. You got 3 teams rolling on 1 belt. That's why the tag team division in WWE fucking sucks. You can say it kind of sucks in NXT because all you got is Imperium, Indus Sher, who might be breaking up because of that little picture we saw spoiling Keith Lee and Adam Cole's winner-take-all match next week on the July 8th show for NXT. I think if anybody saw it, you saw Keith Lee winning both belts, but then they came out today saying that there was two winners, or they taped Adam Cole winning both belts, and they taped Keith Lee winning both belts. So now we don't know what happens. So now we're gonna go into July 8th thinking Keith Lee is gonna win the belt. Then again, they can just completely swerve us and have Adam Cole win. But the guy from Indus Sher is probably gonna get reprimanded for what he did, because he put it on the internet, and you know what happens when you put it on the internet. You try to delete it, it's still there, because people just screenshot it and put it. You can put it on their page or put it on somewhere else, and it's there, and you can't do anything about it. That's it. But yeah, going back to the New Day and Cesaro and Nakamura, I really want to see Cesaro and Nakamura as champions. I'm getting sick of the New Day. They've been together for almost 3,000 days, for 6 years. They've been together for 6 years. They haven't turned heel yet, though we don't know when Xavier Woods is coming back from his leg injury. That's been, I think he's been out almost a year, I think. Well, a few months. I don't know how long. I don't even know how long Xavier Woods was out. And I don't know what they're going to do when he comes back. I think when they come back, they should turn him heel. He should be the one to turn heel and then break up the New Day after six long years. Because the New Day is boring. Well, they're going to get the belts every time they lose? Or they lose them to Miz and Morrison, get it back. Lose it to Cesaro and Nakamura, get it back for the 9th time. That's going to happen. Because there's no, like I said, no tag teams in WWE. And fireworks are going off outside my house. It's 4th of July, so they're going to be starting now all the way to tomorrow night, into Sunday, and all past that. That's what happens. That's that. So yeah, I do see Cesaro and Nakamura being the champions because it'd be way better than the New Day, and they maybe go on a nice little reign until somebody comes up and beats them, like maybe Miz and Morrison, or if they put back Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker. But then, Tucker might be turning heel soon and breaking away from Otis. And then Otis and Tucker are going to fight over the Money in the Bank briefcase, which we haven't seen in a while. So I don't know what would happen with Otis and Tucker as around now. I mean, they're still there. I mean, they can get a tag team title shot, probably lose. Then again, they can win the belts, go on a nice little run, and then they lose the belts because of Tucker. Tucker's be so jealous of Otis and Mandy that he turns on them, and then then Otis and Tucker have a big feud. Let's see what happens with that. They're saying Mandy's gonna turn on Otis and go her own way, or get with Tucker. I don't know. So the love story between Mandy and Otis is going to be gone pretty soon. Not too soon, but it's going to be gone. That's that. All right. I didn't fully see the show today. I don't have high expectations of seeing Extreme Rules, although I want to see how they handle Braun versus Bray Wyatt. Yeah, they're gonna film it probably this week. I don't know if they filmed it already or going to film it this week, because they have to have it by the 19th. So they got to tape Raw, SmackDown, NXT in between all that. But it's going to be taped. It's going to be all cinematic. It's going to look like a movie, like the Boneyard match, like Gargano and Ciampa, stuff like that. It's going to be all cinematic, like that. It's going to be, I would say it's going to be a kind of a weird match. Not going to be scary. It's not going to be the horror show, as the tagline says. It's the horror show. Extreme Rules, the horror show. If you want to make it a horror show, why don't you have a House of Horrors match? Remember that back in the day in WCW? That big cage, and then the another cage comes down. You have to put the guy in the cage and flip the switch, and the guy gets electrocuted like he's in the electric chair. Back in the day when that match happened, I think Sting was in it. The Steiners were in it. Cactus Jack was in it. And he turned on Abdullah. Well, he messed up and he put Abdullah the Butcher in the electric chair, and then Rick Steiner pulled the switch, and all you see is Abdullah the Butcher go. And Jim was like, "He's dead! They killed Abdullah the Butcher!" And then all you see is sparks flying out of the fucking cage. And I thought, when I first saw it, I thought he was dead. I was like, what the fuck? They actually killed somebody on live TV? That's a match they should bring back. And I don't think it was at Halloween Havoc. I think it was at some pay-per-view. I don't remember the pay-per-view. I gotta look that up. Or if anybody knows in the chat, who's watching, knows what pay-per-view that was. So I don't think it was Halloween Havoc. But, that's a match they should bring back. A House of Horrors match. I mean, you see it now in EFED world, like my world, and in the XWF, we've had plenty of House of Horror matches. Or on my creation, the House of Hell. barbed wire, Hell in a Cell, C4 explosives on top, weapons around the ring. You don't want to fight me there. Because I am the champion. I kill people. I've killed one person. Send him down to send him through the Hell in a Cell and Hell in a Cell blew up. I fall down too, but I lived because I'm such a good guy. That's that. Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be extreme. It's not gonna be a horror show, though. They want to make the Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt match the horror show, which I think is probably gonna be the main event anyway. That's probably gonna end Extreme Rules. I mean, we have to see in 2 weeks, but it's gonna be all cinematic. It's not gonna be anything maybe to write home about. I don't think it's gonna be a good match. If it even is a match, I don't even know if we're gonna have a referee. I don't know. Anyway, New Day's already boring to always see them win or retain, and how they handle Nakamura and Cesaro lately as being a little sorry for them. They have great potential, but they waste it. Yeah, they're wasting Cesaro and Nakamura. You know, Nakamura's been there since 2016. He's been there about 3-4 years, and all he got was an Intercontinental title run, which didn't last that long. And it was a horrible run. Then he has a feud with AJ, which all it was Nakamura hitting AJ in the nuts a bunch of times, and then AJ winning it when Nakamura should have won at WrestleMania 35 or 34. Then they treat him like shit. They put him in a thing with Sami Zayn and Cesaro, and I thought it was going pretty well. And you know, Cesaro losing all the freaking time. And then Nakamura just getting buried. Another guy from NXT. Another guy from NXT who gets shitted on, like Shayna Baszler. Fuck you, Vince. I'm gonna do a rant on fucking Vince McMahon. Probably Sunday. I need a rant. I need a rant on Vince McMahon. I haven't done one in so long, and I haven't done a rant in so long, so I need to rant. So get ready for Sunday. Sunday on the PG Rants channel. So click on the bell on the PG Rants channel, get notified when I go live and do that rant. It's gonna be a long one, so bring your popcorn. Because I'm gonna bury fucking Vince McMahon for what he's done to NXT. The talent that comes up from NXT, I should say. So get ready for that. But yeah, I mean, Nakamura should have been world champion multiple times. He should have won it at WrestleMania 34 against AJ, hold it for like about maybe 4 or 5 months, then lose it to AJ. And then, then he got his IC title. He should have held the IC title for like a year, like he did in Japan. But he got fucked over. He's getting fucked over. Cesaro's is getting worse. Cesaro's run is getting bad again. They're treating him like crap. He's been there for a very long time. I think 8 years. Somewhere around there, 8, 9 years. But just been treated like crap. All he got was the tag team belts with Tyson Kidd, who is now gone. He's, his neck injury, they ended his career. Not, can't blame Samoa Joe on that one. And then he becomes champion, becomes tag team champions with Sheamus, which I thought was a pretty good run with them. That was his only good time, was him and Sheamus as the Bar. That was the only good time I actually thought Cesaro was going somewhere. And then when they broke up the Bar, it goes back to becoming a singles wrestler, and he gets buried fucking every week. It makes no freaking sense. Man should have been, when he won the freaking Andre the Giant Battle Royal, I believe it was at WrestleMania 31 or 32. I think it was 31. Yeah, I think it was 30. It had to be 31. I think it was 31. When he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, I thought they were going to give him a mega push. I thought he was going to become the IC champion. A lot of people saying that Cesaro was going to become Intercontinental champion. He had a great run, and that he won the Battle Royal. I thought he was going to be Intercontinental champion. They're going to give him a monster push. They don't do that, and then he just goes to mid-card hell. Gets the Kofi Kingston treatment. Because he's in mid-card hell. He's in mid-card hell right now. And there's no way out. He's not going to get any type of push. He's not going to be a WWE champion or Universal champion. And probably not an Intercontinental champion, the way that Vince and company are going with him. I just don't know why. I don't understand why Vince. I don't know if Vince likes the guy or if Vince just doesn't see potential in him. I mean, Cesaro back in the day when he was with PWG and with Ring of Honor, especially when he was in Ring of Honor, he was a monster. CCW as well, too. He was a monster back then when he formed the Kings of Wrestling with Chris Hero. They held the tag team belts for just almost a year. They lost on the one was about to hit the 1 year anniversary. They lost to who did they lose to? I think they lost to the Briscoes or the American Wolves. And I was actually there to see that when they lost at day 364. So if they would have won the match, they would have been 1 year champions. But they lost, I think, to the Briscoes or the American Wolves. Then after that, Cesaro they went their separate ways. Chris Hero went away. Cesaro went to WWE, I think. That was in 2010, 2011, somewhere around there. He's saying 8 years, so he's been there for since 2012. But ever since Cesaro got there, just been shitted on. He should have went to NXT or what was FMW or FP, whatever it was, FCW before it became NXT. You should have went there, get a little seasoning, maybe became an NXT champion. But they just fucking shitted on him. It's fucking sad. Fucking sad that they're treating Sheamus. They're treating Cesaro like shit. If they don't give him and Nakamura the belts, I don't know what. Nakamura and Cesaro should either go down to NXT or leave. Maybe Cesaro would be good in AEW. If he can bring in Chris Hero and reform the Kings of Wrestling and really, really make that tag division epic. Man, imagine the Young Bucks against the Kings of Wrestling. That would be awesome. The Kings of Wrestling against FTR, against Kenny and Hangman Adam Page, against the Butcher and the Blade, against the Lucha Brothers, against Santana and Ortiz. They would be awesome. They would have awesome matches. So, Cesaro, wants to leave. AEW is calling. I really don't think Impact would want him. I really don't think he should go to Impact. Maybe he can go back to Ring of Honor. Just be Claudio Castagnoli again. Maybe get a world title reign. I don't know how Ring of Honor would work with him. And Nakamura, I think he'll go back to Japan. Kind of like what Kairi Sane's doing. Well, they really fucked up Kairi Sane. The only thing she got was a women's title match. She got the NXT. She was good at NXT. She won the belt twice. And then she goes up to the main roster and just basically gets manhandled by Nia Jax. Gets injured. And now the news today that Kairi Sane is going to finish her contract, which ends, I think, next year. And then she's going back to Japan to be with her husband. So she's really coming back to see me. but it's not. That's another point. That's a story for another time. But yeah, Kyrie's leaving, so I thought they were gonna have a big stable with Asuka, Io, and Kyrie. Make it the Kabuki Warriors, or I call them something. Maybe you throw in Nakamura, you have a big Japanese faction. Maybe get throwing Akira. I was not throwing Akira Tozawa because he's not really. I don't think he's kind of Japanese, but you throw him in. You could throw in Nakamura, Zia Lee. Well, she's Chinese, but you can form an Oriental type group. But I don't know. I don't know. But Kyrie's leaving in a year, and she's going back to Japan. Maybe go back to Stardom. I don't know if she's gonna wrestle again. She just wants to go back to her husband in Japan and have kids and have babies and all that other stuff. So she should be having kids with me, but it's not like, yeah. But yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. But yeah, Cesaro and Nakamura should be, and hopefully will be, tag team champions. If not, I mean, they should go elsewhere. They should just look for another line of work. They should ask for their releases. And probably WWE would do it because they really got nothing for them. And you can blame Vince McMahon for that. That's that. Thomas Rhett, an all right show. I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. Yeah. I kind of gave it 7 out of 10 as well. Getting tired of Sheamus. I really don't like this freaking feud with Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. The whole thing with Jeff Hardy's DUI and all that crap. I don't like it. It's I mean, Sheamus looks like a good heel, but is playing it well. But I just don't like the storyline. Wonder if in those tape matches they say cut when something's wrong. I don't know. Maybe they do that. I don't know. But I assume when they did the Gargano Ciampa match, they had to cut and re-edit the scene or something like that, or they edited it somehow and they had to redo it. The same thing with Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream. They probably had a bunch of cuts. And Taker and AJ, it's probably the same thing. And I think Braun and Bray are gonna have some cuts. You're gonna see it's gonna be really spliced in. Certain scenes are gonna be spliced in somehow. But I would see a lot of cuts in there. Like, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. That's just probably gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of cuts. I'm gonna see a lot of edited scenes and that stuff. But it should be a pretty cinematic thing. It might be even good. I don't know. What's that? Wonder how WCW would be today if they were still alive. Well, I think if WCW was alive, I don't think you'd be seeing TNA. Ring of Honor probably still around. Most of the guys will be indie guys, and maybe some guys from WCW and WWE. But if WCW didn't die in 2002, I don't think guys like Sting would have came to WWE. Maybe you might still might have came over. But like DDP wouldn't have came over. You wouldn't have the Invasion in 2001. Well, I don't know about the Invasion, but if that's a good question. But I mean, if they didn't do the Invasion, or they just did it, or WCW just went on along with the Invasion angle, and then had Nitro, from Florida, and them taking shots at WWE every freaking week. I mean, you could still have the Monday Night Wars, but I think WWE would have won anyway. I mean, you maybe bring back Hogan revive the NWO. I don't know if Hogan would want to do that. Flair wouldn't have left. Scott Steiner wouldn't have left. Nash and Hall wouldn't have left. And X-Pac. And maybe the Big Slow, but I think they're around today. I don't even, the ratings probably wouldn't have been good. and you would have very boring commentary. You would just have freaking Shivani on commentary with with Tanay and another guy. Shivani, Mike Tanay, and probably somebody else. I don't know his name, but they had like two guys I don't remember the names of. Or maybe we can bring back Bischoff on commentary, but I don't think Bischoff would want to do that. But yeah, WCW was around today. They would be going up against AEW, going up against WWE, probably going up against Ring of Honor and CCW. They're pretty lost in the shuffle, and WWE would just swallow them whole, and they probably would be bought anyway. So I don't think they would have been good today if they were still alive. But and like I said, most of the guys that were in WCW, or in WWE now that came over from WCW, like Booker T, they probably would have stayed there. But who knows? Who knows what would have happened? That's the what ifs. Cesaro got buried more. Even NXT superstars beat him. Absolutely sad. Yeah, just sad. Cesaro should just leave. Cesaro should just fucking leave, man. And Nakamura. And anybody else that came from NXT is getting buried. Shayna Baszler should leave too, really. But Vince hates her. He hates her style of MMA. It's fucking stupid. Creative has nothing for her. I mean, really, you can't put Shayna Baszler in a storyline with Asuka and have Shayna win the Raw Women's title and then hold it till Becky comes back. They can't do that. I mean, who are you gonna have beat Asuka? It's not. I hope and pray it's not Sasha. As much as I like Sasha, she's my fourth wife. I mean, I really don't want it to be Sasha. If anything, it should be maybe Liv Morgan, or start building up stars like Liv Morgan, like Ruby Riott. Maybe give it to Natalya. Could be. Then again, you give it to Kyrie for before she leaves. I really don't want Nia Jax to win. Then again, I don't want Charlotte to win when she comes back. So really, the women's division is kind of shitty right now. So who knows what's going to happen? That's that. All right, we got a lot of questions, a lot of comments. We are not far from a future where AJ Styles will become like Roman Reigns. I don't know about that, but AJ's probably got maybe a couple years left in him. He's 40-something years old. I think he's got maybe 2-3 years left, I think he said, in him. I don't think he's going to wrestle into his 50s like The Undertaker or like Jericho. Jericho's 50 now, and he's still wrestling. But I don't know if AJ's going to become like a Roman Reigns. But I don't see that happening. Yeah. Thinking about it, why didn't Cesaro win the last Money in the Bank match? He's the perfect man to beat someone like Braun. I mean, his character says it all. Yeah, he should have won Money in the Bank a couple years ago, or this year. I mean, he was in one, I believe, and he should have won that one. They dropped the ball with Cesaro. Just dropped the ball, and I don't blame Cesaro for getting mad. I don't blame Cesaro for getting mad. It's like 8 years they treated me. I've been treated like crap. I don't blame him. And Nakamura's getting the same treatment, and both of them should leave if they don't get the tag belts. That's that. The Forgotten Sons, where are they? They deserve a big push. Yeah, I mean, they're supposedly going to be repackaged. I don't know if Jason Riker is going to be like, Gunner. I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen with the Forgotten Sons, but they're another tag team that they should push. I agree, but I think when they come back, they might go back to NXT and get re-seasoned and everything. But I think when they come back, then Jason Riker's not going to be with them because of what happened with him. And Jason Riker fucking killed the group. So he had a tweet, a pro-Trump tweet. I mean, that's his own opinion. He likes Trump. I like Trump too. So, I mean, I'm not going to go on Twitter and I'm not going to go on Facebook and like, Trump is the best. Trump is the best. Make America great again. I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to vote for the guy, but, you know, so I don't want sleepy Joe Biden as president. 75-year-old sleepy Joe. Don't want him. He's going to put America into the ground. Kind of like what Trump is doing, but because he's not caring about the pandemic anymore. He's mostly caring about his fucking campaign. And he was in South Dakota today at Mount Rushmore, and he had a fucking campaign stop. And a lot of people there, mostly not wearing masks, because I think South Dakota, you know, didn't have a lot of cases in South Dakota. I think they were one of the only states that didn't have a lot of cases. I could be wrong, but I mean, really, people in South Dakota should have been wearing masks. I mean, I saw some of them wearing masks, but other than that, not social distancing at all. His country is going to be wiped out. Already lost almost 130,000 people in the United States alone, and over almost 3 million freaking cases. Almost 3 million cases in the United States. Because people are fucking idiots. They think, oh, I'm 24 years old. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to social distance. I can go into a store without a mask. I could go to parties. I could do this and that. No, the COVID virus doesn't infect me. And then when you get the symptoms and you die, then you wonder why. That rhymed. Then you wonder why you didn't listen to the health experts. You didn't social distance. You didn't wear a mask. You went to a bunch of parties with a bunch of people and you infected them. And then you probably killed your friends. That's why there's a second surge in this fucking country. Because one states like Florida and Arizona and Texas, really Texas, opened too early. It should have opened in June. Kind of like what New York and New Jersey did. They did smart. We're smart here in the Northeast. Well, most people are, but most people in New Jersey and New York City and Brooklyn and everywhere else. Some people are good people. You have some good people here, but most other people are just fucking idiots. Just fucking idiots. And I have to deal with idiots on a daily basis at my job. Not a daily basis, but I have to deal with idiots. I had to deal with one on Wednesday night. Fucking, and it wasn't really my fault. It was the computer's fault. So then she goes into a big huff. I lost $116. I did it the right way. I don't know what happened. That's your problem now. So, but yeah, this fucking virus is going to continue on, and it said I think 36 out of the 48 states are seeing surges right now. And you thought that the virus was going to get killed in the summer? Sure. That's why I can see New York City going back up soon. And it's going to suck. And New Jersey, the same thing. Because they kind of stopped on the reopening of indoor dining and other things. But pretty soon they're probably going to go back to square one. If this fucking virus continues to just go out of control. And it's going to be with us for this foreseeable future. That's that. All right, enough about that. Thomas Herrera, EC Dub. Yes, ECW. And fireworks are still going off in my house. It's crazy. Wrestling mixtape newcomer to Big Chat. What's up? Big time. Yeah, big time. I guess you agree with Cesaro. So, but yeah. Just WWE just fucking sucks, man. It just fucking sucks. Vince doesn't give two shits about his company. Freaking people getting getting tested positive for the coronavirus because they're not wearing masks, and now they have to wear masks. That's why you see all the NXT rookies in the audience wearing masks. Well, some of them are wearing masks. Now, if you don't wear a mask, you get a $500 fine for the first violation, and if you do it the second time, you get a $1,000 fine. So they're really cracking down. But like Taz says, or Taz said on Dynamite at Fyter Fest, the WWE runs a slop shop for the testing. It's true. That's why you have Renee Young still, getting better. She still has some symptoms of it. It's fucking stupid. WWE fucking sucks. They treat their talent like Cesaro and Nakamura like shit. Aleister Black like shit. Ricochet like shit. Cedric Alexander, who wasn't really in NXT, treated like shit. All the others that came up from NXT, Lacey Evans, they treated like shit. She should have been Smackdown or Raw Women's Champion by now. Treating her like crap. Shayna Baszler. To an extent, Kyrie. Kyrie's just, I feel bad for her. She could have been a champion, and they were supposed to do something with. They were supposed to do an injury angle, like a career-ending injury for Kyrie, and Asuka was supposed to face the person who did that at, I think, SummerSlam. And I don't know who it would have been. I don't think it would have been Nia Jax. I think it would maybe been Shayna Baszler. That's Yep, that's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's start SmackDown. I talked for a long time. I didn't even get to SmackDown yet. So we're gonna have a preview of the upcoming Swamp match. So we're gonna see that later on. So we finally go down to the ring where Mitchell Cole is in the ring, Michael Cole, and he introduces everybody's favorite bro, Matt Riddle. Comes out like, I think he's cool and everything. And then we see a video from 2 weeks ago where Riddle got the win over AJ Styles when AJ, became the Intercontinental Champion. Then the next week he loses, which made no fucking sense. So Cole asks him what beating AJ meant to him. Riddle says he can't put it into words. He says it was an out-of-body experience. He says he respects AJ, bro, but he's pretty sure he likes AJ a little more than AJ likes him. But after his victory to celebrate with Luck and the New Day, bro, he could get used to it. Cole brings up Riddle's lack of shoes. Cole wonders why you don't wear shoes. Riddle says that's a great question, though it wasn't. I mean, he hasn't worn shoes in WWN and other and in not CZW but and PWG. That's his story. He says it's a long story, but when he was a child, his family took him on vacation to Wisconsin, and it was winter. They had an indoor pool, then go outside and play in the snow back and forth. He stayed outside too long, came back in to swim and put his feet in the water and got frostbite. Yikes. They were thinking of amputating his whenever he puts them on, he still gets the burning sensation. It makes an athlete's foot. I don't know. He never wears shoes anywhere, bro. He learned that day also that you can lose anything in a moment, and even though he can't feel anything with his feet allow him to feel everything else that much more. Then we see Baron Snorman Corbin come out. King Corbin comes out, and you kind of knew it was coming since what happened last week with them. Fucking boring Baron Corbin. So Corbin comes out and questions Riddle's name, says Riddle could have saved everyone a bunch of time by simply saying that he doesn't wear shoes because he was an idiot when he was a kid and is still an idiot. And he tells Michael Cole that he's an idiot. Well, he is, that's true, and should be ashamed. So he tells him to get out of the ring, so Cole scurries out of the ring like a little bitch. Corbin brings up how Riddle chose to dive on him last week after he was ganged up on. That was a sign of disrespect, and he wants Riddle to bow down. Not like that, but bow down. And this will not be tolerated, and everybody should bow down. So Riddle's like, "You do you, bro." And that was kind of funny. You do you. Coleman tells him that somebody needs to put him in his place. Riddle's like, "Let's go, bro." They're about to have a match. Coleman says, "No, you're not going to face the King tonight. You're going to face your opponent." Now listen, John Morrison. So we're going to get that match. So Corbin goes on commentary. So I give all that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Was what it was. And that's that. So we get to the match. And the match was pretty good. So with Riddle doing the flip-flop. He flips his flip-flops to Corbin on the outside as he goes on kind of takedown. Morrison to the ropes gets up with motivation from Miz. Miz is there. I didn't even see him. Riddle goes for the leg. Morrison shoots under and works the leg, rolls forward, and on top of it, he works the arm. Riddle takes him down with the leg. Morrison reaches for the bottom rope. Then he hits a right hand to Riddle, hops over a leg sweep and leg scissors the waist, goes for an armbar. Then Morrison drops him. Riddle gut wrenches him into a slam. But he doesn't release. He goes for another, doesn't release, and shoots for a third one. But Morrison grabs the legs, hits an Alabama slam with a roll through. Goes for a kick, but Riddle picks the leg and goes for the ankle lock. Morrison kicks him up, but Riddle holds the leg, rolls and grabs for another lock. And he pulls upward for a waist lock, goes for the German. Morrison lands on his feet, springboards with a hard kick to the face, and a twisting head drop for a near fall. Then Riddle hits a knee, clubs the back. Then he hits a cravat. Then he releases, slides onto the apron. Riddle hits a high kick and a corkscrew crossbody off the springboard and gets a near fall out of that. Then Riddle goes to work, but then Morrison attacks the midsection. Morrison with a knee to the head. He hits the ropes, running knee to face for a near fall. Then another cravat from behind. Riddle turns into it. Morrison with a right hand, kick to the chest, and Riddle takes it, then another. Then Riddle chops, calls for more. Morrison moves his elbow pad, and he goes, bing, pokes the eyes a la Roddy Piper. That was kind of funny. Then he locks the head. Riddle with a surprise fisherman suplex, and then Riddle's on the outside. He flips his flip-flop to Corbin, and runs back into the ring as we go to break. Okay. We come back. Riddle tosses across the ring, misses a kick, and he misses a moonsault, hits the Broton instead. Then a fireman's carry into the go to sleep. Then a German for a near fall. Goes to the top rope, flies off with a floating bro, but Morrison has the knees up. Morrison with a spin, fake kick into a leg sweep, flips over waist locks, sets him up for the razor's edge. Chico. Spins Riddle and slams him down hard for a near fall. And then Riddle locks in the bro mission. To his feet, climbs with Riddle still on his back. Riddle releases, locks the waist. Morrison gets out of it, runs up with a waist, like Morrison takes down onto the apron, gets to the second rope, locks up for doesn't happen, and Morrison hits it's a Spanish fly off the ropes. Then he hits another Spanish fly for a near fall. Morrison you just go back and forth. Riddle hits the ripcord knee off the ropes, lifts up for a powerbomb. Morrison lands on his feet, kicks Riddle. Riddle flies back, floats over into a powerbomb. Then the knee. Then he goes pin, and it looks like he has the win, but Miz is on the apron. Riddle knocks him off. Corbin's on the other end of the ring. Morrison rolls Riddle up with a 1920 schoolboy for a near fall. Riddle rolls Morrison up, pulling the leg down, and he gets the pin 1, 2, 3. So Matt Riddle gets the win. Pretty good match. I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And like a pretty good 15-minute match. Not a bad match. And That's basically all I gotta say about that. And we're gonna move on from there. Afterwards, Riddle celebrates on the stage, and then AJ Styles attacks him from behind, beating him up. Out comes Drew Gulak to stop him, and sending AJ near the ring, and the referees come out to stop it. And I guess what we get, a match player for the Intercontinental title. Drew Gulak taking on AJ. Pretty decent match. AJ has Gulak, who's wearing red, white, and blue tights in the corner. Hits a shoulder, then a chop. AJ sends Drew to the outside very hard. He hits a baseball slide. Then AJ sends Drew face first into the apron, and then scrapes the face on the apron. Then he's just working on Drew. Elbow to the head. Locks the head. Drew attacks. To Drew. And then we see Daniel Bryan on the Titantron via Zoom. So we get a picture somehow. That's nice. Drew with a well fall. AJ comes back with a chop. Bryan gives a generic replay to a question that is supposed to help us believe he's currently watched the match. I don't know what question it was asked. Like, what do you think of Drew getting Drew Gulak getting an Intercontinental title match? Stupid question from stupid Michael Cole. Go back. AJ with a chin lock, and he hits a snap suplex from their fall. As they lost Bryan for a minute, then he comes back. AJ drops the phenomenal knee to face Drew, comes from their fall. Then a drag screw leg whip. AJ starts working the leg as Drew tries to get out of it on the mat. DDTs the ankle into the mat. Ow. And drags his leg over the bottom rope, steps on the back of the knee. Ow. Drew comes back with a kick. AJ catches it. Drew with some right hands. AJ bounces off the second rope. He tries to roll the leg into the calf crusher, but Drew holds onto the ropes. AJ gets it anyway. Gulak stands out of the move, pulls the arm back, and locks the chin with his other arm. Ow. AJ grabs the ropes. AJ goes to the outside. Drew hits a huge baseball slide to AJ on the outside. And that was a pretty sick spot. As we go to commercial, come back. AJ sends Gulak into the ring post, hits another snap suplex, then hits a bling buster for a near fall. Then he has a rear chin lock, elbow drop to the head, AJ with a huge boot to face, and then an STO into a backbreaker, comes for a near fall. And then he's working on Drew some more, locks the hips, rolls AJ into, Drew locks the hips and rolls AJ into a pin for a near fall. AJ then rakes the eyes, 1922 style. Kicks in the corner to Drew. Drew kicks AJ. AJ hangs Gulak up. Snapmare from AJ. Cravat from above. Grabs the legs. Snake eyes to AJ. Drew grabs the arms. Whips AJ. Hits a running drop kick. Then another one. Then a third one. Sending AJ rolling to the corner. Then he hits a fourth drop kick. AJ still standing. Drew the driver focusing on the neck. Ow. Comes for a near fall. Then he puts AJ in the corner, hits a right hand, spreads the legs, hops up, and grabs the head. He wants a superplex, but AJ slides underneath, pulls Drew down, sending him jaw first into the turnbuckle. Ow. Goes for a splash and missed it. Drew runs, hops up on the shoulders. AJ with a powerbomb. Then he locks in a Styles Clash. AJ lifts Drew and has him chest first onto the apron. AJ is on the other side. Springboards in. Boom with the phenomenal form. 1, 2, 3. The phenomenal AJ Styles picks up the win, retains the Intercontinental title, and that was it. So AJ picks up the win. Match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Wasn't anything to write home about, and that was it. So actually, then I'll now hopefully making AJ a credible champion after winning 2 weeks in a row. Who knows? They really should make him a strong monster champion, monster IC champion, holding it for like 5-6 months. But they probably won't do that. Because I think Jeff Hardy's going to win that belt before he leaves anyway. Then probably Sheamus will get it back. I don't know. But Sheamus never held the Intercontinental title, so I'm probably going to give it to Sheamus after that. And then Sheamus will probably lose it to maybe, I don't know, somebody worthy. Maybe AJ, maybe somebody else. I don't know. That's that. So we get that, and the whole thing with Daniel Bryan in between. I did it I thought that wasn't needed. It was so stupid, and I was like, I didn't understand it. And that's all right. After that, we go Bailey and Sasha are in the ring. The best part of wrestling right now. Bailey and Sasha on Raw and on NXT and on Smackdown. They said the week they've had has been wild, especially with Raw and with with the whole thing with Asuka and Sasha going at it. Then the contract signed. Then they had that mixed tag team match with Sasha pinned Asuka. Then NXT, they had NXT The Great American Bash, which I'm going to do my review tomorrow night. Io and Sasha had a pretty good match. Unfortunately for Sasha, she got missed in the face by Asuka, and Io beat her with the moonsault to her back, and they rolled over 1, 2, 3, like that. And they got to tonight. They said they should be calling them Sasha 3 shows and Bailey 3 brands. They said they want everything. They get no respect. They're working their tails off with their butts, even though Sasha has the best ass of them all, but it is what it is. So that there's someone that has respect for Sasha and Bailey, and that person is The Undertaker. Okay. Bailey calls him Taker. Taker called her last week and said Bailey dos. I'm kind of embarrassed. And clearly you're the greatest champion in WWE history. At Extreme Rules, I can't wait for you both to win your matches and hold all the gold in the WWE. That's what Taker says. That's what Taker said. I don't think he said it. I think Bailey's just using words for them. And who are they not to grant his wish? Did you watch The Last Ride? She says she did. And finally, in the heel to a T, he's like, get him out. But why wait for after Extreme Rules? Let's do the tribute right now. So they get a little bit of a video package. They thank each other loudly and annoyingly. And then Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross come out. Alexa's like, very good show. Says that was really inspirational. And they are right. They did accomplish all those things, but they have a list of accomplishments as well. So Nikki says she's the Queen of Scotland. She's the 325th in line to the throne in England. Alexa says she's the epitome of a champion and made history as the first woman to drive across Antarctica in a go-kart. I don't think that. I doubt that even happened, but anyway. Then they crumble their face accolades up and enter the ring because they think Sasha and Bailey are sounding ridiculous. Sasha says that many have tried, but no one has been able to touch Bailey for the past year, and she'll be damned if Nikki can do it any differently. Nikki says she's got this. She tells Bailey that her wins have brought her success, but her journey has been about heart, and if she puts her entire heart into it, she can take that title from Bailey. Sasha calls this so heartfelt. He's like, so heartfelt. Bailey laughs it off, and Alexa slaps the crap out of her. Sasha says Bailey has no prime of previewing Extreme Rules right now, and Alexa's like, I'm down. I'm in my gear. I'm down. So we get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And guess where we get a match? Bailey versus Alexa, non-title, of course. Sasha at ringside, Nikki at ringside. Wasn't anything to write home about. Not that bad of a match. And it's also with Alexa beating the crap out of Bailey. She steps in the back of Bailey and stomps her. Alexa sends Bailey into the corner. Goes for a running slap. Pokes the eyes and hits a slap anyway. Goes for a near fall. And Bailey's in her leggings and a t-shirt. She's not in her gear. She's in street clothes, I guess. Alexa drops some knees in a moonsault for a near fall. Bailey sends Alexa to the apron, goes for a twist of fate, but Bliss drops down up in the ropes. Bliss back in the ring, Bailey stomps the arm. Goes to work on the arm, slams in. Does a shoulder smash. And she pulls back on the arm, sitting on it as well, pulling on the fingers. Goes for a near fall. Bailey with an armbar from behind. She slams Alexa down hard, and Alexa rolls her up for a near fall. Bailey comes back with a clothesline for a near fall. Then she splashes Alexa in the corner. then a snapmare into a stomp from Bailey. She locks the fingers on the right arm. Alexa flips out. Bailey locks up from behind. Alexa with a hard punch. And she's like, ow, fuck my hand. Bailey goes to the outside. She slams the hand into the apron, rolls in and covers for a near fall. Nikki slams the announce table. She's like, come on, Alexa. As Bailey mocks her and hits a splash in the corner, then a bulldog for a near fall. Bailey steps on the hand of Alexa, I should say, screaming for Nikki to come in. Sasha gets on the apron. Bailey throws Alexa into her, and Sasha hits a right hand. This pissed off Nikki. She runs around the ring to knock Sasha down. Bailey tells Nikki to stay for business. Nikki's had enough. She hits a right hand to Bailey, causing disqualification. What are you going to do there? So Bailey gets the win. Match I gave 2 out of 5 stars. Just kind of a bleh match and a predictable ending. Afterwards, Nikki goes wild. She attacks Bailey. She looks for a bulldog, but Sasha pulls Bailey out of the ring, saving her. And that's that. So that's basically it for all that. And we will move on from there. And that's it. So 2 out of 5 stars for that. And kind of moves the storyline around for Bailey and Nikki. I think Bailey's going to retain. I really don't think Bailey's going to lose that SmackDown title anytime soon. She'll probably lose that SummerSlam to Sasha, because I think they will start the seeds planting for that eventual feud happening on April the 23rd. That's what SummerSlam is. It's going to be a little late this year. Maybe from the Performance Center, maybe from Boston, but it looks like it's going to be from the Performance Center, which sucks. That's that. And then we move on from there. All right, then we go to a history lesson. History lesson. Say that 5 times fast. History lesson on the swamp, and we got Braun talking about the swamp, and we see some swamp footage, and then basically it ends in laughter from both Bray and Braun. It's like, I am the swamp. I am going to beat you in the swamp, and you're going to get these hands. Stuff like that. And that was basically it. So it was all right. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens next Friday night on SmackDown between Braun and Bray. And I really think that when this match happens, I want Bray Wyatt to win, because they're supposedly going to have a 3rd match for the Universal title at SummerSlam, and it's going to be The Fiend beating Braun Strowman for the Universal title. So it's not going to be Bray Wyatt, not going to be old school Bray Wyatt. And just I picked my nose. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So hopefully Bray wins, but I could probably almost guarantee that Braun's gonna win the match, retire the character of Bray Wyatt, old school Bray Wyatt, and then the Fiend's gonna come back around probably that's the SmackDown after Extreme Rules, and they're gonna start that feud. And then I think the Fiend's gonna win back the belt for the 2nd time, and then Braun will probably chase Bray with the belt, and I guess they're gonna have to wait till maybe Roman comes back, or I don't know who's gonna win that belt, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. All right, let me get my notes back. All right, then we get to match number 4. Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Kofi Kingston. The match was alright. We had Big E and Cesaro at ringside. Put a big drop kick to start, attacks in the corner, then he hits another drop kick. Shinsuke blocks a head bash and hits some knees to Kofi, sends Kofi into the corner. Kofi hops onto the second turnbuckle, flies back into the center of the ring with a drop kick. Shinsuke's on the apron, another drop kick sends Shinsuke flying to the ground. Kofi wants to die, but he hits the ropes, and Shinsuke moves. Kofi stops. He exits the ring. Shinsuke kicks him. Kofi with some right hands. Shinsuke a few of his own, so they go back and forth. Kofi sends Shinsuke into the plexiglass. And Biggie's like, laughing up a storm. Fucking is. Bro, Cesaro distracts him. With a kick to face. Then he lifts Kofi, sends him into the corner, choking him up on the rope with a boot. Then he does the good vibrations. Cesaro with a cheap shot while the referee was distracted. And Biggie is there to stop, to attack Cesaro. Chases him around the ring as Shinsuke chokes Kofi. And then the referee starts yelling at Biggie. Then he tells Biggie and Cesaro, "You are out of here." So they go to the back. So now it's a one-on-one match. As we go to break, come back. Kofi's hitting some knees to Shinsuke. Shinsuke snapmares him and drops a knee to the head for a near fall. Then he has some knees in the corner. Then he whips him into the corner, hits a splash. Nakamura kicks the back of Kofi, rolls away, then slides on the ropes and grabs the hips, and then releases at the same pins, but he's too close to the rope. And Kofi comes back with some right hands and a knee. Fights Shinsuke in the center of the ring. Shinsuke tosses him into the ropes, back elbow to Kofi, and a kick to the back from Shinsuke. Rolls to the outside, grabs the head of Kofi, lays him chest first on the apron, then hits the back. Shinsuke runs with a knee lift to Kofi, rolls back in, covers for a near fall. Then he hits a cover fight, and Kofi turns to the ropes. Kofi with a right to the face. Then the boom, boom drop. Then drop kick to Shinsuke. Kofi hits the ropes, hops over a move, gets hit with some right hands. Kick out of the corner to Shinsuke. Kofi goes to the top, dives off. Shinsuke hits a knee, covers for a near fall. Kofi reverses the pin, gets a near fall out of that. Kofi goes with Paradise. Shinsuke reverses, hits a kick of his own for a near fall. Then he locks up from behind, goes for a suplex. Kofi with an SOS instead for a near fall. He wants to go for Shinsuke for a near fall. Then Kofi looks for trouble in Paradise. Shinsuke tries for a sleeper hold. Kofi escapes for the win. So Shinsuke picks up the win as we go into next week. Like I said, probably a tag team title match at Extreme Rules. I think Cesaro and Nakamura should win that match, but you never know. We'll see. Match was all right. I gave it 2 points. Much all I got to say about that. And we're still live. I don't know where everybody went in the chat, but I thought it was a big chat, but that's not. That's all right. And that's it. All right, then we end the night. We see a bartender in the ring with a bar, with bartender at the bartender stool. Then we have a bunch of wine and mixed drinks there. Kind of corny. You should have some Jack Daniels and some Jägermeister and some Grey Goose and some Captain Morgan. Good drinks, not crap. Come out. Sheamus appears on the Titantron. He has a drink in his hand at his home bar. Sheamus wanted to give Jeff some space. And talks about last Jeff. That must have been fantastic. He says, here's the thing, the adrenaline that he felt, that'll get him back to his old ways. Jeff is looking for the quick fix, but he has a problem, not with drugs and alcohol, the loss of respect from his loved ones. Jeff's problem is facing reality. And ever since Sheamus beat him at Backlash, Jeff feels sorry for himself and sticks his nose in someone else's business, looking for that quick pick-me-up. And it's kind of sad and pathetic, and it breaks his heart. but we've seen it all before. Truth is, Jeff is lying to himself, and Sheamus can't see it anymore. We just found the solution, and the answer is in one of those bottles. So the bartender who had the towel around his arm disappeared. I don't know where he went. Sheamus then makes a toast to Jeff completely in rhymes. It's like, oh, Jeff is. That was kind of funny. Jeff says Sheamus has got to be the sickest person he's ever met. And he's like, he asked Sheamus, is this supposed to be funny? So one of his family's noses in his business. Is it funny? Funny how? Sheamus, deep inside, there's nothing Jeff would rather do than. So the bartender comes back. Here. Bartender holds it kind of close to his instincts. Jeff's like, you're right. And this is the Jeff. He almost has it in his mouth. Looks over to the standing bartender. He's like blind cooler, whatever it was. Takes a bottle, breaks it over the back, hits the Swanton bomb. Great toast to Jeff Hardy. And that's pretty much. And this feud is going to continue on for the next two. A stipulation match. And like a TLC match or stupid stipulation. But that's it for my review. Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you liked it. And if you didn't, well, that's too bad for you. And my final rating on Smackdown, I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. It wasn't that bad. Some corny parts in between, but a little bit of storyline progression, not much. But we're gonna see what happens on Monday Night Raw this Monday night with Bayley and it's gonna be Sasha and Asuka. See what happens with that. See what happens with Drew Galloway and Dolph Ziggler. What happens from that? Maybe we'll see what happens with the Street Profits and Andrade and Angel Garza. What's going to happen there? Tension. Selena Vega has to get involved. Who knows what's going to happen? And probably maybe some more with Randy Orton in his voice. And Mr. Big Show. We'll see what happens with that. And much more to come on Monday Night Raw this Monday night on the USA Network and the WWE Network for that low price of $9.99. So we shall see what happens as we go into the first full week of July, as we get closer and closer to Extreme Rules. We'll see what happens. We also got TNA Slammiversary, I think, coming up July the 12th. So if you want to watch that, go ahead. I'll probably just do my predictions. I don't know if I'll do a review. I may or may not watch. I'm probably not gonna watch it, because I'll be on vacation. So no review, but I'll do my predictions anyway. But that's that. And then from the 13th to the 17th, I won't be doing any videos because I'll be away, hopefully. But we don't know what happens to that. But so I'll be away from YouTube for a little bit. But I will be watching Monday Night Raw. I will be watching Fight for the Fallen. I will be watching NXT on demand. And when I come home Thursday, I'm going to watch NXT and AEW. Probably do the AEW review when I come home Thursday night, even though I'll probably be jet lagged. So I don't know if I'll do it anyway because I get home like around. I don't even know what time I'll be home Thursday. I think I would say around 9 o'clock, and then I gotta eat. Gonna have some dinner, and see how I feel after that. Maybe I'll get the AEW review up on the 16th, and then NXT on the 17th, and then SmackDown hopefully the same day, and then start whatever on the 8th, and then we'll see what happens that weekend. And I do my predictions for Extreme Rules, and then on the 19th, the review. I will be watching Extreme Rules. I'm just bored, with wrestling right now. Wrestling's kind of boring right now, except for AEW. Even though they didn't win the ratings for the second week in a row, but better than the WWE's putting out right now. That's all I got to say about that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I am tired. I gotta go to sleep soon. I gotta get up for work. Got a short day of work, thankfully, for July 4th. Just gotta go in, do a couple things, and I'm out. And then I enjoy the Friday night. I enjoy 4th of July at night. See the fireworks go off on TV or around my area. And then you have a off day on Sunday, and then go back late Monday afternoon, and just go back to work for the next week, earn my money before I maybe go on vacation. I don't know. And earn my money. Gotta get this fucking cut. And then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens afterwards. And just pray for me. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. If you're not down with that, suck my dick. And that's too bad for you. And I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I gotta say. All right, I'm out, everybody. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Don't blow yourselves up with firecrackers. Just social distance. Wear a mask. Just be safe. Don't be an idiot. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.